In a bustling city where diversity thrived, yet prejudice lingered beneath the surface, there lived a resilient, plus-size black woman named Maya. From an early age, she became acutely aware of the societal judgments cast upon her because of her body and social status. Despite her vibrant spirit and immense talent, the world around her often viewed her through a distorted lens, reducing her identity to mere stereotypes. Maya grew up in a neighborhood that celebrated culture and individuality, yet she frequently felt like an outsider. While children her age played carefree, she grappled with taunts and whispers that would follow her like shadows. The beauty standards relentlessly portrayed in media only deepened her sense of isolation, as she struggled to reconcile who she was with how others perceived her. Throughout her teenage years, Maya sought solace in art and writing, using creativity as an escape from the harsh realities of discrimination. Her canvas became a sanctuary where she expressed her emotions, capturing the complexities of her identity in vivid colors and powerful words. But even as she flourished artistically, the sting of prejudice continued to haunt her. As she transitioned into adulthood, Maya's determination to rise above the challenges intensified. She embarked on a journey not only to embrace herself fully, but also to advocate for those who faced similar struggles. In her mind, she envisioned a world where acceptance reigned supreme and where individuals were celebrated for their uniqueness rather than judged by their appearance. However, little did she know that this quest for self-acceptance would soon lead her into a harrowing legal battle that would test her resilience like never before. This chapter of her life would unfold against a backdrop marked by superficial judgments and a lack of empathy, a stark reminder that society's biases could still manifest in the most unexpected places. The courtroom awaited her, a place meant for justice but often overshadowed by personal prejudices. As Maya prepared for this pivotal moment, she steeled herself for the challenges ahead, unaware that the very trial designed to seek truth would also unearth deep-seated injustices that transcended her personal experience. Maya stepped into the courtroom with a mix of determination and trepidation. The air was thick with tension, and the polished wood of the judge's bench gleamed under the harsh fluorescent lights. It was meant to be a space where justice was served, but as she glanced around at the audience, she felt an undercurrent of judgment that sent shivers down her spine. Whispers floated through the air like ghostly reminders of the prejudices she had faced all her life. As the trial commenced, Maya's heart raced. She had come seeking justice for workplace discrimination, an unjust firing that had shattered her sense of security and self-worth. With each witness called to the stand, she felt a flicker of hope. Perhaps this time, truth would prevail. But as soon as Judge Thompson took his seat, Maya sensed that this hope might be misplaced. His demeanor was anything but impartial. The proceedings began, and Maya could feel the weight of his gaze upon her. He made no effort to conceal his disdain, often making sarcastic remarks about her appearance that pierced through her like daggers. "Is this what we consider professional attire?" he sneered one day, eyeing her thoughtfully curated outfit as if it were a costume rather than a reflection of her identity. Each comment chipped away at her confidence, reinforcing the very stereotypes she had fought against her entire life. As the trial progressed, it became increasingly clear that Judge Thompson was more interested in demonstrating his power than in delivering justice. He questioned Maya's credibility with a tone laced with condescension, dismissing her claims as mere exaggerations of someone who had failed to conform to societal expectations. The emotional toll was heavy. Every word seemed designed to humiliate and belittle her in front of those who had gathered in the courtroom. The climax of humiliation came unexpectedly during a particularly heated exchange. Judge Thompson, evidently emboldened by his position, chose to ridicule Maya publicly. "Perhaps if you spent less time focusing on your size and more on your work ethic, you wouldn't find yourself here," he said, laughter rippling through the audience like wildfire. In that moment, the courtroom transformed into a stage for shame rather than a sanctuary for truth. Maya's heart sank as she felt exposed and vulnerable under his derision, tears welling in her eyes. She wanted to stand tall and respond with, eloquence but felt paralyzed by a mix of anger and hurt. In a swift motion that felt both surreal and cruel, she was expelled from the courtroom, her dreams of justice shattered alongside her dignity. Alone in the corridor outside, Maya leaned against the cold wall and let out a breath she hadn't realized she'd been holding. The weight of societal judgment bore down on her like an unyielding tide, threatening to drown her spirit entirely. Yet even in that moment of despair, a flicker of resilience ignited within her. After retreating into solitude for some time to reflect on what had transpired, Maya made a pivotal decision. Instead of allowing this experience to define her negatively, she would reclaim her narrative. She began seeking out new social circles that celebrated diversity and empowerment, places where acceptance reigned supreme over judgment. With each encounter and shared story among those who understood her struggles, Maya felt herself slowly transforming. Workshops on body positivity opened doors to self-discovery that she never knew existed. Engaging in therapy became an avenue for healing where she could confront not only the trauma inflicted by Judge Thompson, but also the internalized doubts that had haunted her for years. As she navigated this new chapter filled with support and understanding, Maya recognized that her experience was not just hers alone. It resonated with countless others who faced similar prejudices daily. Empowered by this realization, she began advocating for change within society while encouraging others to share their stories too. Maya's journey culminated in a powerful confrontation, not just with Judge Thompson, but with society itself. Armed with knowledge and compassion, she stood before an audience eager to listen as she recounted her experiences in court and beyond. Her voice resonated with strength as she urged everyone present to challenge their biases and cultivate empathy toward those who are marginalized. Through this journey marked by resilience and transformation, Maya emerged not merely as a survivor, but as an advocate, a beacon of hope for others navigating similar battles against prejudice and discrimination. As she reclaimed not only her space but also her self-esteem, Maya proved that even in moments of deep humiliation, it is possible to rise stronger than before. Through authenticity and courage lies true empowerment. In this way, Maya's story serves as an inspiration, a reminder that adversity can be transformed into strength when one chooses to embrace their identity fully and fight for acceptance amidst societal judgments. As Maya continued her journey of advocacy, she found herself increasingly involved in community initiatives aimed at promoting inclusivity and diversity. Workshops and seminars became her platforms, allowing her to share her story and inspire others to embrace their unique identities. The more she spoke, the more she realized the power of vulnerability. It resonated deeply with those who had faced similar struggles. Maya's efforts did not go unnoticed. Local organizations began to recognize her as a key figure in the movement for body positivity and social justice. Invitations to speak at conferences and events flooded in, each offering an opportunity to amplify her message. As she took the stage, she felt the weight of her past transform into a source of strength. Her voice, once silenced by prejudice, now rang clear and resolute. Through her advocacy, Maya connected with influential leaders who shared her vision for a more equitable society. Together, they launched campaigns that challenged harmful stereotypes and promoted the beauty of diversity. Their efforts garnered media attention, sparking conversations that rippled through the community and beyond. Slowly but surely, perceptions began to shift. People started to question the biases they had long accepted without thought. Maya's impact reached far beyond her immediate circles. She became a symbol of resilience, not just for plus-size individuals, but for anyone who had ever felt marginalized or judged based on superficial criteria. Her story was featured in articles and documentaries, further spreading awareness about the importance of empathy and acceptance. However, even as she basked in the glow of newfound recognition, Maya remained grounded in her mission. She understood that change was not instantaneous. It required ongoing effort and commitment from everyone involved. She encouraged those around her to engage in self-reflection, urging them to confront their own biases while fostering a culture of support and understanding. One day, As she stood before a large audience at a prominent conference dedicated to social justice, Maya felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment wash over her. She looked out into the crowd, faces filled with anticipation, and realized how far she had come. The girl who once felt humiliated in a courtroom now commanded respect and admiration for her unwavering spirit. Maya closed her speech with a powerful reminder. Our stories hold immense power. They have the ability to challenge societal norms, heal wounds, and foster connection. Let us choose empathy over judgment, love over hate. The audience erupted in applause, a wave of solidarity washing over her. In that moment, Maya knew that her journey was far from over. Each step she took was not just for herself, but for those who had yet to find their voices. She would continue to advocate for justice until every person, regardless of size, color, or background, felt seen and valued. As she left the stage that day, Maya carried with her the collective hopes and dreams of countless individuals yearning for acceptance. With renewed vigor and determination, she stepped into a future where prejudice would gradually be dismantled by compassion, a future where every story mattered. Her legacy was being forged not merely through words but through action, a testament to the power of resilience and the unyielding quest for dignity in a world that often overlooked it. As Maya continued to embrace her role as an advocate, the challenges she faced became more pronounced. The journey was not without its hurdles. Every step forward often felt accompanied by resistance from those who clung tightly to their biases. Yet Maya remained undeterred, drawing strength from the community she had built around her, a vibrant tapestry of individuals who shared in the struggle for acceptance. She began collaborating with local schools, aiming to educate young minds about body positivity and the harmful effects of bullying. These workshops became a cornerstone of her mission, as she engaged with students through art and storytelling, mediums that resonated deeply with their experiences. Maya understood that shaping the perceptions of the next generation was crucial in dismantling prejudice at its roots. In one memorable workshop, she invited students to create vision boards illustrating their dreams and aspirations. As they cut out images and phrases from magazines, Maya encouraged them to reflect on their identities and what made them unique. The room buzzed with creativity, and as each student shared their board, Maya witnessed the power of vulnerability unfold before her eyes. It was a poignant reminder that everyone had their battles, often hidden beneath the surface. Among the participants was a shy girl named Aisha, who hesitated to share her board. Maya approached her gently, inviting her to express herself in a safe space. Aisha eventually opened up about her struggles with self-image, sharing how she often felt invisible in a world that prioritized conventional beauty standards. Maya listened intently, offering words of encouragement that resonated deeply with the young girl. By the end of the workshop, Aisha stood taller, a spark of confidence ignited within her. Inspired by Maya's journey, she expressed a desire to start a blog where she could share her experiences and advocate for self-love among her peers. It was moments like these that fueled Maya's passion. Seeing others find their voices was a testament to the impact of her work. As word spread about Maya's initiatives, her influence grew beyond local boundaries. She received invitations to speak at national conferences focused on body positivity and social justice. Each opportunity allowed her to reach broader audiences and connect with activists across the country who were equally passionate about challenging societal norms. One evening, during a panel discussion at a major conference in Washington, D.C., Maya found herself seated alongside renowned figures in activism. The room filled with energy as diverse voices shared their insights on various topics surrounding identity, race, and body image. When it was Maya's turn to speak, she felt the weight of expectation but also the exhilaration of being part of something larger than herself. Standing before an audience eager to listen, she shared not just her story, but the stories of those she had met along her journey, each narrative woven together by threads of resilience and hope. As she spoke passionately about challenging prejudice and fostering empathy, she could see heads nodding in agreement. Her words resonated deeply with those present. Afterward, As attendees approached her for conversations and connections, Maya realized that these moments were just as transformative for her as they were for others. They exchanged stories of triumphs and setbacks alike, each interaction reinforcing the belief that change begins with understanding one another. Through these encounters, Maya forged alliances with other activists who shared similar goals. Together, they created campaigns that spanned social media platforms, each post aimed at raising awareness about body diversity and advocating for inclusivity across all spheres of life. They utilized art, personal narratives, and educational resources to engage audiences far beyond their immediate communities. However, alongside these successes came challenges that tested Maya's resolve yet again. Some detractors emerged from unexpected corners. They questioned her motives and dismissed her message as merely a trend or phase. Online trolls targeted her social media accounts with hurtful comments aimed at undermining her credibility. Rather than retreating in the face of adversity, Maya embraced it as an opportunity for growth. She began hosting live Q&A sessions, where she addressed misconceptions head-on, while inviting others to share their experiences openly. These candid discussions helped foster understanding among those who may have initially resisted change. One particular session became pivotal when a woman named Sarah joined the conversation. Initially skeptical about body positivity movements, Sarah revealed that she had struggled with body image issues herself, but had never felt comfortable discussing them openly due to fear of judgment. Their dialogue opened up new pathways for connection. It turned out that many people held similar feelings yet lacked safe spaces to voice them. Maya's ability to create these environments transformed not only individual lives, but also entire communities over time. Inspired by interactions like these, she collaborated on initiatives aimed at fostering empathy through storytelling, organizing events where individuals could share their journeys without fear or shame. As momentum built around these efforts, organizations began recognizing the need for policy changes within workplaces regarding discrimination based on size or appearance. With newfound allies among legislators advocating for equitable treatment in employment practices nationwide, conversations shifted toward implementing systemic changes rather than merely addressing symptoms of discrimination. Maya participated in drafting proposals calling for comprehensive training programs focused on diversity awareness within companies across industries, ensuring employees learned how their biases affected hiring practices while cultivating inclusive environments, where all individuals thrived regardless of size or background. While navigating this complex landscape required perseverance amid setbacks and resistance from some sectors resistant to change, it also illuminated paths forward that felt increasingly attainable through collective action, fueled by compassion, rather than division. With each step taken toward greater equity, came further opportunities for collaboration across intersections, from artists using creative expression as advocacy tools, advocating equality through performance art, to healthcare professionals, working diligently towards providing accessible resources, promoting wellness irrespective of societal expectations regarding bodies. Maya found herself invigorated by this interconnected web woven together through shared missions rooted in respect for humanity itself, where every individual mattered regardless of external appearances dictated by narrow definitions imposed historically upon society. The culmination came during an annual summit, dedicated entirely towards celebrating diversity across all spectrums. An event organized collaboratively among various activists, championing change across different fields, ranging from education, reform advocating inclusivity within school systems, to health initiatives prioritizing mental well-being alongside physical health without stigma attached based solely appearance alone. At this summit's closing ceremony filled with palpable excitement echoing throughout large halls adorned vibrantly, representing cultures celebrated far beyond mere surface-level acknowledgement, Maya took center stage once again, feeling empowered, amidst kindred spirits gathered together under unified purpose, striving towards creating lasting impact through advocacy efforts, bridging gaps between communities, historically divided along lines drawn based superficial traits alone. With heartfelt gratitude overflowing within each word spoken, she expressed appreciation towards everyone present, acknowledging contributions made collectively resulting impactful transformations witnessed over recent years reshaping narratives, surrounding body image while fostering deeper understanding between individuals previously separated by preconceived notions, rooted ignorance, perpetuated long-standing stereotypes, perpetuating harm unnecessarily inflicted upon countless lives, daily basis simply existing authentically, unapologetically themselves. As applause echoed around her, filling hearts, uplifted spirits soaring high amidst camaraderie, shared joyfully experienced amongst those gathered, celebrating victories achieved thus far, while remaining mindful challenges yet remain ahead. The realization dawned upon Maya. True empowerment arises not solely from overcoming personal struggles endured throughout life's journey, but rather uniting forces collectively striving forge brighter future generations ahead, deserving love acceptance irrespective societal pressures, defining worth limited boundaries imposed externally determined perceptions, shaped historically based flawed ideologies, failing recognize inherent dignity all human beings possess simply existing space inhabited together world, meant foster kindness, compassion, above everything else possible, achieve united purpose-driven progress, meaningful change lives touched positively. Ripple effects will continue resonate long after moment captured forever. Etched memories, cherished hearts willing embrace differences, uplift one another constantly, seeking betterment society collectively transforming world into place reflects. True essence humanity thrives. Diversity, richness, varied experiences encountered, traversing paths, intersecting harmoniously, celebrating uniqueness, intricately woven fabric existence itself, reminding us all importance, valuing authenticity, embracing love above all else. As Maya stood amidst the applause and shared smiles at the summit, she realized that her journey was not merely about overcoming personal adversity. It was about igniting a movement that celebrated every individual's right to exist authentically. The connections forged through shared stories and collective advocacy had transformed not only her life, but also the lives of countless others who felt marginalized. In this moment of triumph, she understood that true empowerment lies in the unity of voices advocating for change, and that together they could reshape society into one where compassion and acceptance prevail over prejudice. Maya's legacy would continue to inspire future generations, reminding them that their stories matter, and that each person has the power to create a world where diversity is embraced and celebrated.